right, hello, our channel members out there. Welcome to a nice, beautiful day we actually have here. I want to make sure our Zoom is already set and you guys can actually see everything. What I'm currently looking at is everything is already good. So, what are we looking at? We have, and I'm going to go over this. This is from our plugs. Okay, I'm going to put this over here. We had our plugs from our large gray bucket. We filtered our plugs out in water. We poured them in. We removed the plugs. We threw the plugs away, and we had the water sit overnight. So this water has been sitting here since last night. Okay, so all of the gold and all of the other hard chemicals there have slowly put to the bottom. I had 4 here. I have 3. So what I did is I took the measuring cup that we usually have, and I decided to get our 5 famous buckets and pour them into filters. Now, as you can see, some people say, well, why do you do that? Why not just why use the water? Because the water allows me to get more gold out of it than you would just throw that out. Take the water, shake it up, and the darker the water is, the more gold you're going to get. Now, if you can see in here, you see what shines back at me? That's the gold that I would have thrown away. I don't want to throw that out. Okay, I can look in each and every single filter in here and find gold. Right, the gold in here is a lot smaller, but it's still gold. You're going to see more of the gold here. If I can take this up, you see this? Now you can clearly see how dark it is, but I'm going to see a lot more gold in this one here because this came from the lowest part of the bucket where everything sank the night before. Now what I'm going to see in here are probably bits of ceramic. I'm going to end up seeing some plastic that came off the board, the blue and green, or the plastics that came off of the board there. Okay, I'm going to put this back. Now this is what I'm going to see at the very bottom of the bucket, some of the hard and heavy stuff. However, I can look in here and clearly see we got some gold in here. This is good. That's why I use water and other people don't. And then they say, oh, well, the water's going to take... No, the water allows me to get more gold out of it, right? Look at this right here. You see all that black? You see that gold shining back? That is what we want. We want to actually see the gold. Okay? I have that in here and here and all of them. I have 5 buckets so far. And all of these buckets have filter systems in them. And each and every single filter has gold in it. Okay? Now, how do I properly do this? One of the things I have to do is once all the water is out, I'm going to get our spray can. I'm going to get our spray can and I'm going to spray them into this right here. And then I'm going to put the filters back with 1 new filter on top because once you spray it, you may weaken it. So I'm going to put another filter piece on that. And then I'm going to do the next thing with the next bucket and the next one and the next one. And once I get all of them, all 4 of them in here, right, I'm going to let that sit. I can let it sit for the night before, or I can just begin filtering out. When I do filter it out, I want to use 10 filters. 10 filters are going to allow me to get all of this gold that's sitting there out, okay? And the good part is I'm going to have this bad boy sit, and I'm going to have it slowly go into another container there. And I want to be able to do that because the more gold I get, the better off it is. Now, some people say, hey, is that a waste of time? No, it is not. Because all of this here, all of this gold you probably see here, let's just say it makes a gram, right? Just 1 gram. Well, guess what? All of that came from 1 bucket. I've still got 3 other buckets to do. And this is 4 additional grams. At what, $150 a gram? I'm looking at an extra $600. That's a hell of a lot of money, right? So again, and what does it actually cost me? Okay, you have what are called reusables. Reusables are tools that you have that you can reuse, like these buckets. These buckets over there, these black buckets, I can use for the next 10 years. Okay, and you can get them at Walmart if you're good for about 24 bucks. Okay, these here, I ended up getting at thrift stores. Now, you can buy them at larger stores, but you might not find them. Go to thrift stores like Goodwill or Red, White, and Blue, and you'll be able to find the good ones. Now, it doesn't matter what color they are. They all can be the same color. What you're looking for are different sizes, okay? Now, here, this filter size, this strainer that I have is actually an all-in-one, right? It's just one filter. It goes to the tip, but I can put one in it. This one here is obviously a lot larger, so I had to get a mini strainer, one with many holes in it, and put it here. Okay, so I might have had to spend double depending on what the price is. This might cost you $3.99. This in here might cost you $1.99. This probably just costs $1.99. If I had more of these, I'd definitely be good. I'll always look for these here, because this is an all-in-one for me. This one here isn't. But these little ones here are very good because they hold the entire filter. When I have to pour it out, the filter comes outside of it. With this one, not really, because the gold might try to go in there. Okay? This one here is not an all-in-one. It has another strainer in it. Okay? This one here is an all-in-one, right? They work out pretty well. Sometimes it's good to have the bigger ones in there, because when I want to filter out plugs, I can pour them into this brown one. The plugs won't go in, but the liquid water and gold will, which is very good. So those small holes in there allow the water to go in and the plugs to stay out, right? I'll give you an example. Okay? This is why bigger filters are good. You see how this is here, right? I was able to keep all of this after pouring all of it out. I still got some stuff in here, and I still got some gold in here on these pins. And the good part is I can pick those out by hand. Everything else goes in there. Don't spend too much time and waste too much time on that. Okay? Now, what is the process I'm going to do now? Right now, my process is very simple. I'm going to take my spray gun. I'm going to spray this into our container, put another filter on it, and we're going to do that. Okay? So, most people are saying, well, how does that actually work? I will show you. And in order to do that, I can use this little grate right here. This is good. All right. This actually came off of one of the little rotisserie pieces I believe I had. And all I do is I actually just put this on top. This allows light to go in, but it does give me a hard surface to put a container on. Okay. I'm going to take my container right here and just put it on. Okay, and I love the rubber grip on this too, so I don't have to worry about this coming off. Okay, I'm going to take my spray bottle. Now, when it comes to a spray bottle, you do want to make sure that you have a larger bottle, one of the larger white ones you can get at the dollar store. This you got at the dollar store too, but the larger the better, because it can hold more water in it. You don't want to have to do like me where you're constantly pouring more water in it. See, because after every single time I spray, I have to pour more water into this. So I'm going to pour more water into this right now. Okay. All right, I'm done with that. I'm going to take my spray bottle here, and I'm going to spray our piece from this filter into this container. Okay, now the reason why I like this container is because it's large. I can actually put the filter in it so I don't have to splash it all around. Okay, I'm going to put this a bit closer so you can see that. Okay, all of the water is out, so I don't have to worry about it dripping or anything like that. Okay, I'm going to put it in here. Okay, just like this. I want all of that to go in there. Okay, so I'm simply going to spray all around it. The more black I get, the better. I want all of that in there, all of it. Come on, come on. There we go. All right, good. Now, how does my filter look at the end? Which is the question. This is good. I got all of the dirt that I really need out of it. If I see any black spots in there, I can just spray it and spray it off. Okay? Now, that's what we got. I'm going to put this right back here. Okay, I'm going to take this. Now, people are like, well, how does it look? It's going to look like it's got a bit of water in it, but I've got everything inside of one container. All right, I'm going to hold on to that. Okay. I'm going to take this metal piece off here. Very careful. Okay. And then I'm going to put this filter right back in. But I want to put another filter on it. Why? Every time you spray on that, you want to be able to put another filter on it because you may have weakened it. So it's just one. It's not two. It's not five. It's just one. Just one little filter. Get a little one there. Okay. Just one little filter on it. Now, how do you add more filters onto something? Okay. One, you want to be able to get it flat. Okay. Actually, we can use our flat piece here. Okay. I want to be able to get it flat. So I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to make it flat just as I can. And I'm going to take my other filter piece here and I'm going to put that on top of it here. I want the ends to go just like that. And again, this is not a chemical filter. This is just one for the water. Okay. And I'm just going to put that over it like that there. And that's it. Okay. I'm adding another one because I may have weakened it. Okay. I'm going to take this off. And you just put this right here. That's it. Okay. That's what you do. All right, just like that. You see how I did that? I just put that in there. And what I did is I added another filter. Makes it easy for me to get a few more things. Okay. Now, I also have this over here. If you can see, certain ones are not as dark as others. I'll give you an example. Okay. You see how dark this is, where it's going to have more gold in it? This one's pretty light. That would have been the first filter, which would have been the one on the top. This one over here, and these two were the ones that I used the measuring cup with at the bottom of the bucket. They're going to hold what we call sediment. Sediment is going to be all the heavy stuff there, which is why it's darker, okay? So I'm going to spray those there, put another filter piece on top. That way I'm not wasting filters. I don't want to spray all of this, throw the filters out, as I did over there, as you can actually see that, and then have to get new ones. It's a waste of money, right? Even though each filter system is going to make me an extra $50, those filters there as a pack are going to be about $8.99 from Staples. Okay, so you want to make sure you're doing it properly. You're not wasting your money right now. Okay, stop wasting so much money. These strainers, go to a thrift store. You don't have to buy the name brand ones. As you can see here, some of the strainers are different colors, they're different sizes. Some of the prices have worn off. Like, why they use RFID for that is insane. I mean, it's $3.99. Okay, these get at Staples. You want the ones that are 16 to 20 cup. For actually, oh, I have them right here. I'll show you. So this is the ones I got from Staples here. They're 500. It's a 12 cup coffee makers. Okay, so it's the company's name is Brew Right 12 cup economy pack, and it has 500 in it. Okay, that 500 will last me throughout all four of these buckets, and when I pour them in, I'll be good to go. All right, so that's what you do. If you have questions, go in the comments below. I will answer all of them, usually within 30 seconds right now. And that's it. That's all we're going to be doing today. Just filtering these out. I should be done, I'd say, in about an hour and a half to 2 hours right now. So it took, let's say, 10 minutes to get it took about 10 to 15 minutes for all the water to go out. Since I'm adding an extra filter, it might be an additional minute. Then to spray the filters into another container, then to put new filters on. So we'll see. Max an hour and a half to 2 hours. I shouldn't be out here because the heavy sediment has gone to the bottom. So what I'll do is I'll actually select a bucket or two buckets here where the heavy sediment ones will go to those two buckets, or I'll do the light ones over there, the heavy sediment ones here, so they can all transfer. All right, that's it. You guys are good. Takes less than a minute to spray each out. That's all. Questions, comments, concerns? Have a great day. Like, comment, and subscribe. Pro Dumpster Diver and Gold Bar Refiner out.